Hello, I'm Taylour Tedder, City Manager for Boulder City, and welcome to the latest episode of Tedder Talks, a once-a-month look at issues and people impacting Boulder City. In 2021, Boulder City was the recipient of $21.7 million in American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA, funding. One idea was to fund a program to help residents suffering from health or emotional concerns. The city dedicated $400,000 and teamed up with Nevadans for the Common Good and Boulder City Hospital to create a community resource liaison role. Using nearly 2 decades of experience as a healthcare case manager, the liaison will connect residents to support services. Joining me today from Boulder City Hospital is CEO Tom Maher and Community Resource Liaison Jennifer Hedland. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Tom, my first question for you is, what is the purpose of the program?
Well, it's part of our overall mission as being stewards of health and wellness for the community. As you articulated, the Nevadans for the Common Good came forward with a defined opportunity to address some social issues in our community. They spoke to the city, they spoke to us. All three of us got together and figured out how we could put our resources together to make this happen. The city's generosity and commitment to this program by funding the program for 4 years was very helpful in helping us to recruit the best talent we could find, which is her. And it really is, the purpose is, as you said, to get people connected to services. So there's all kinds of social issues out there that we're seeing more and more of: homelessness, mental health issues, domestic abuse, food, health equity and access to services. And sometimes it's a maze, and people don't know how to navigate through that maze to get connected to services. And that's what our Community Resources Liaison program is all about.
Hi, Jennifer. Thanks so much for joining us as well. Can you tell me a little bit about your career path and what led you here to work for Boulder City Hospital?
Oh, sure. Thank you for having me. So I actually worked at Boulder City Hospital for many years in the long-term care unit. I assisted the residents with addressing their psychosocial needs. I'm a master's in social work. So a lot of my background is in helping older adults and those with cognitive and physical impairments. I also worked as a case manager at an acute rehab hospital. So I dealt a lot with discharge planning, working with families and patients. So a lot of my background has to do with connecting individuals and families to resources to improve their quality of life.
Can you describe a little bit about the new program and your role as the Community Resource Liaison?
So I'll be working with local community partners like the city, and social service organizations, religious organizations, leaders, just to help any members of the community in need. These organizations can refer clients to me or community members to me, and or community members can self-refer to the program. And I'll meet with those individuals and assess their needs and then help them navigate and get in touch with community resources and services to help their quality of life. So in addition to that component, this position is also about data collection. So I'll be collecting data and assessing it to see what are the needs in the community. What is our theme that we're seeing? Is it mental health? What is it that we're seeing? Maybe that might impact and develop new programs that might be needed in the city. But yeah, I'm basically a navigator helping people connect to mental health services, transportation, food, anything like that.
Boulder City is like a lot of other communities that are seeing an increase, I think mostly in homelessness and mental health issues. And mental health, substance abuse, and homelessness, there's a big overlap there, obviously, and so sometimes, maybe you can kill 3 birds with 1 stone if you get them connected to the right services. But that's not all. I mean, people are burned out. This post-pandemic collateral damage that's occurred throughout our societies is creating a lot of issues for a lot of people.
Boulder City was built on the tough as nails, do-it-yourself work ethic. Do you think that makes it hard for those in need in Boulder City to ask for help?
Yeah, that's a good one, because I actually think people who identify a problem in their life and seek help to address it are tough as nails. But that said, that kind of attitude can create and does perpetuate the stigma of people looking for help to help themselves, help their families, as being kind of weak or dependent and inconvenienced in some way. And that's really what we want to overcome. We want to overcome that stigma, and we want to educate the community on the benefits of getting connected to services, because there's no reason to be so unhappy if there are resources out there to help you with whatever it is that might be challenging your life. And hopefully we're able to promote the service and reduce the stigma as much as possible so that people will reach out and help us to help them get connected. It's like a weight can be lifted sometimes.
Right.
I mean, it can be an incredibly freeing experience, once you do that. But it's taking that step, I think, for a lot of people, which is by far, in a way, the hardest thing to do.
The real thing that truly benefits the community is that having that personal connection, someone that they can talk to.
Yes.
Because in this, virtual, digital world, having a person that you can go to is just so meaningful.
Yeah, and I want to be that person. You want to build a rapport and get people to feel comfortable, and that's what I want. I just want to help the community.
So what appeals to you most about the position and really just this type of work in general?
I'm a social worker, so I've always wanted to help people, and so this is perfect. And I actually live in Boulder City, so I'm a stakeholder. I want the community to do well and flourish, and I want to be there for the community. And what also appeals to me about it is it's social work on the micro and macro level. So micro, I'm dealing with individuals and families, but on the macro level, I'm developing a program and working with organizations to improve the community overall.
So can you tell us a little bit about the event that you're holding on May 18th?
Oh yes, this is so exciting. So we've partnered with the Nevadans for the Common Good, and the leaders I've been working with is Barbara Paulson and Bobby Johnson, who I refer to as the dynamic duo. They're wonderful. And we just want the community to come out and voice what challenges are they facing, what is keeping them awake at night, and the community involvement will allow us to identify what's needed in the community. So it is May 18th at 6:30 at the Senior Center. Everyone is welcome. And I'm looking forward to it because it's an opportunity for me to introduce myself to the community and let everyone know I'm there to help.
We really look forward to the good work that we can do together. Really appreciate the strong partnership that we have with the Boulder City Hospital, and are happy to help in any way that we can at the city. So.
And thank you.
Thank you. Be sure to check out Tedder Talks once a month at bcnv.org/Tedder. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next month for the next Tedder Talks.